If you're anything like me, you sometimes run into the issue of your laptop not having enough USB ports or even a slot for your micro SD cards. Thankfully, intpw has a solution for that, and they sent over 2 of their USB docking stations for me to take a look at. All right, now first up from intpw, we have the P9R Pro. Now this is the 10-in-1 USB hub here, and we have, as you can see, multiple USB ports on the front. So first up on the left, we have 2 USB Type 2 ports. Next up, we have 2 USB 3.2 ports. Next up is a USB Type C 3.2 port, and then we have a power in port. Now, one thing that kind of bugs me about this hub here is if you want to supply power to your laptop or device via the attached cable here, you do have to use this port as input for power. I really wish this port was located on the back, because if you want that powered use, you always have to have it plugged in up top here, and it looks a little bit cumbersome in my opinion. But other than that, it works just fine. Right here in the center, we have a nice glowing light when the unit is powered on. Taking a look at the back side here, we have that HDMI port here for 4K resolution support. And then we have a SD card and micro SD card reader built right in, and then a gigabit Ethernet port. Now, taking a look at the bottom of the hub, really simple design here. Really, the only feature are the 2 rubber feet at the bottom to keep this in place on your desk. Now, as I mentioned, this does connect to your device via a USB Type-C connection, and that is a 10 gig connection. So that is going to be the single cable needed to connect to your laptop, and that's going to give you up to, like I mentioned, 4K resolution at 60 Hertz out of this HDMI port. And then we have all of the other connections, you know, the gigabit LAN, the multiple flash card readers here, and the variety of USB ports. All right, now next up is the very similar looking P9 Pro. Now, it does have the same USB 2.0 ports, 2 USB 3.2 ports, a single USB Type-C 3.2 port, and again, that same USB Type-C input power port on the top of the device. Now, taking a look at the back, we have, again, the 4K resolution HDMI connection here, as well as the micro and regular sized SD card reader here on the back. But we don't have any Ethernet connectivity on this model. Again, on the bottom, we have the same design here, just those 2 rubber feet. And again, we have that single USB Type-C cable providing all of the connectivity to our devices. All right, now I went ahead and plugged in power to the P9R Pro here. And as you can see, we have that nice green glow there on the top of the hub. And this unit is able to provide up to 100 watts of power delivery via the attached USB Type-C cable, provided that you have that amount of power coming into this device. All right, now as far as our speeds go on these ports, in case you aren't familiar, the USB Type 2 ports are going to give you up to 480 megabits per second of transfer speed, whereas the USB 3.2 ports are going to give you up to 10 gigs per second. Now, another feature I really like about these hubs from intpw is their metal design here. Nice and sturdy here. I like the finish. That's kind of a satiny metal finish. They're silver here. They do also offer black versions of these, but I really like the silver here. And on the end caps, we just have a nice white plastic cap there. And I really like the extra reinforcement on each end of the cable. That way you don't have to worry about any sort of wear and tear with these. You're going to get a lot of use out of these, not having to worry about any fraying of the cables there. All right, now whether you just need some additional USB ports or maybe some flash card readers, or even just some video output or Ethernet connectivity, I definitely recommend taking a look at these docks from intpw. Now, as always, I've got a link in the description below if you want to try out one of these docks for yourself.